The Taurus PT92, specifically the PT92 AFS-D. So what is this crazy gun that is a shiny version of the Beretta 92 FS? Well, let's shoot it and see if the thing works. They're both empty, of course. We check everything very carefully, but this is a lot like that firearm, and I'm going to tell you how. First, I'm going to fire a few rounds through it, make sure it works. All right, so no round in the chamber. Let's put one in the chamber, and let's pop the thumb safety on. Ho, look at that. We could fire it single action. Pull it out, pull the trigger. Pretty cool, huh? Yeah. we can smoke some pot without any trouble. Or pop a 2-liter. Uh-oh. Wow, I missed it. Cowboy. Yeah, and I pulled left, I think, on that 2-liter a couple of times, and that's one of the things I've talked about over the years. We'll get into the negatives. There's a lot of positives with this pistol, but I guess the negatives are kind of the same as I have with the Beretta 92 FS, and one of those is where the trigger, it has a nice single action break, just like the Beretta. But it is back kind of far for me. If that thing would break about right there, I would love it. I would love it. But that's just me and my large hands for the most part. Okay. So this is the Taurus PT92. Many of you, I'll give you the basics right away. Many of you might think that they copied the Beretta 92 because guess what? It is so much like it, except for that safety. That's one of the big differences. But it's so much like it. But actually, what happened was, in Brazil, they adopted the Beretta 92 back in, I don't know, around early 70s. And so Beretta built a factory down there. I think it's, San Paulos, I think, in Brazil. And to make the Model 92s down there, because the Brazilian Army, adopted it, or they were building them for them, kind of like Beretta has done here. You got Beretta USA, and our military used it for a lot of years, about 30 years. And so, and these are different variations of it. That was like an original variation of the basic 92. So they made that down there for Brazil, and then around that was 74, I think, and then around 1980. The contracts had run out or whatever, and they made all they were going to make for Brazil, and Taurus bought the factory. They bought all the tools and the plans and everything, and they just decided to make a pistol. Guess what? With the same tooling and everything, making the same pistol. Okay, calling it a PT92. I guess at the time that's what it was called. It didn't have all these suffixes, and they made it basically the same exact pistol that the Beretta 92 had been. Okay, same tooling, the same pistols, the same plans, the same people in a lot of cases. Just they were there, the experienced machinist in making that. So it's not like they took a Beretta 92 and one day here in 1982 or sometime and said, hey, guess what? I think we could reverse engineer that and replicate that pistol. The patents have run out. Let's just do that. And the patents had run out, I think. And so, but what they did, it was kind of a continuation of it. You get right down to it. Let's just keep making this thing. And same people in the same place. I think they might have moved the tooling and everything to another factory, Taurus's main plant. I read that somewhere, not sure. But that's what they did. So they knew what they were doing. And this is not some cheap replica version of a Beretta 92. That's the main thing I want to leave you with. Now, I don't know. You share your experience if you've had them. We may have 1,000 people comment how they bought one and it wouldn't work. I'm sure it's been the case for somebody. But it's been my experience and hearing people talk about it online, all the information is that this is a good Taurus. Okay, you might have had trouble. You may have a bad taste in your mouth or something you bought from Taurus. Don't know. This tends to be a good gun. That's my impression, okay? Correct me if I'm wrong, but it tends to be a good gun. and it tends to work. So because it's basically the same gun. Watch this, it even shoots. It will even fire. I mean to tell you. Now, like I say, I have a little trouble with the, I'm gonna decock it. Look at that safety. Not only is it a safety, but it'll decock. I don't think I'll put one in the chamber, so I need to do that. Then I'm gonna decock it, push the thumb safety down. It decocks it safely, okay? Then I can, if I want to cock it, I can bring that back and put the safety on, carry it like a 1911. So it's going to be a single action pull when I take the safety off. Or I could decock it, and now it's going to be a double action pull the first time as I shoot this target right here. Then it goes to single action after the first shot, of course. Let's smoke a little pot. See a tin can or two. There's another tin can or two right there. Tin cans are fun. So we're 2 liters. Let's see if I can avoid pulling left. Well, die a dramatic death, why don't you? There you go. I just have to focus a little more sometimes, okay? And I'm out of ammo. So you notice the same design as the Beretta, the open top, you know, everything we know about the Beretta 92. It's not a big secret, is it?